Okay, it's time now for our last call. We are used to hearing NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell booed at the NFL draft. It's kind of become a tradition. But now we're hearing cheers because he's considering eliminating a preseason game, expanding the regular season to 18 games, and moving the Super Bowl to President's Day weekend. So take a listen as he spoke with ESPN's Pat McAfee.
If we got to 18-2, that's not an unreasonable thing. The other thing it does, which I thought you were going to, is that ends up on President's Day weekend, which is a 3-day weekend, which makes the Sunday night, and then you have Monday off. So that's
wow.
Now
we're cooking.
See,
now we're cooking.
I mean, anytime Pat does this, like, hand motion, I feel like it's a good thing. I don't know. I want to bring back my panel here, Marcia, Rick, John, and Mike. Thank you. Mike, what are your initial thoughts here?
It gets the people going.
Yeah.
a little razzle-dazzle. I'm excited from a fan perspective. I always want more football.
Yeah.
I'm already missing football already, and you know me, Kane. I cannot wait to fall Saturdays for college football. But my concern, though, is what's going to happen to the players' health. I know there is a dynamic of having a second bye week, but to do 18 weeks of wear and tear, physical contact on these players' bodies is really challenging. We all look forward to having a Monday off, but if there's a way maybe Roger Goodell could start the season a little bit later in order so it can land on President's Day without it having to extend the games, that is something of note that I'm looking at.
Yeah, absolutely. It is interesting, right, to see how the players look at it in a really logical way where we're all like, oh, can we sleep in after the Super Bowl? Marcia.
As if we're playing the game, Kater, right? As if we're sacrificing our bodies.
It's all about me. Marcia, what's your take?
Yeah, I agree. There's so much more that Roger Goodell could be doing to make this game better. I mean, concussions, number one. But honestly, I didn't know how many games there were in a season, so I was just happy to hear that we might get the day after the Super Bowl off so we could all sleep in a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, right, the season has always kind of been a point of contention for players, too. But also another thing, John, that pops into my mind is those preseason games. Some people don't love them, but you know who does love them is those rookies, those kids that don't get a chance to play elsewhere, you know?
Yeah, I agree with that, but I share Mike's concern as long as it's okay with the players and they have enough to watch your wear and tear on the body. That's great. I will say, though, the idea of the President's Day being the day after the Super Bowl, oh, hell yes. I'll need 2 days off if the Giants win again.
I just want to make it clear, okay? That is how John feels. There's no questions about it.
More scotch for John, Kana. More scotch for John.
Oh, that's good. All right, Rick, what's your take? I mean, do you think this is something that's so popular we might even see Republicans and Democrats agree on this issue?
I fear that it's a plot to make Katko and I, as Giants fans, suffer one more week of season. But yes, no one is going to complain about a little extra football. And I like the idea of an even number of games. I like the idea that you can finish 500. That kind of bugs me about a 17-week schedule.
Oh, and even Stephen here. All right, that's it for our last call this half hour. Mike, Marcia, John, and Rick, thank you so much. And thank you for streaming with us. I'm Kana Whitworth. Follow ABC News Live on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and more. And coming up here at 7 p.m. Eastern, be sure to catch ABC News Live Prime with Linsey Davis for the day's biggest stories and the impact that they have on you. The news never stops, neither do we. Keep it right here on ABC News Live.